Mr. Wilson, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm here today to request that the court reduce my child support that I currently pay my ex-wife. Currently, I pay $800 a month, but up until last year, I worked for the city, and now I'm currently self-employed, and I make considerably less money. So I was requesting that my child support be lowered to reflect that.
Before we go any further, where is Mrs. White?
I don't know.
You sent her notice that she was supposed to be here today, right?
Yes, she was served.
In a tense courtroom filled with anticipation, Mr. Wilson stands alone. A self-employed father struggling to make ends meet, he pleads with a judge to lower his $800 monthly child support payments. His voice carries the weight of responsibility and desperation, but a critical question from the bench slices through the silence. Was Mrs. White served?
Her notice that she was supposed to be here today, right?
Yes, she was served.
Okay. So I guess she didn't understand how serious this was today. All right. So you said that you used to work for the city.
Yes.
And now you're self-employed.
Yes, I am.
And what do you do self-employed?
I own a tow truck business company.
Okay. Are you making more money or less money now?
I'm making less.
Tension builds in the courtroom. Mrs. White is nowhere to be found. Though served with notice, she has skipped this critical hearing. The judge's tone sharpens, turning toward Mr. Wilson with focused intensity. Questions fly about his new tow truck business. His income is down, the bills are up, and he's barely holding on desperate.
I own a tow truck business company.
Okay. Are you making more money or less money now?
I'm making less money. I have a lot more expenses being self-employed, but I make less money.
All right. All right. So based on what you provided to the court, you have some receipts.
Yes, I do.
Showing what you pay and what daycare expenses. I also see a 1099 here that you have from workers. You have what, 2 employees?
Yes.
Then I'm also seeing a tax return here.
2. Mr. Wilson replies. The judge flips through a stack of papers, tax returns, receipts, 1099s. It's all there. Mr. Wilson's tow truck business is bleeding him dry. Expenses are rising, income is shrinking, and every dollar is accounted for. Despite
I also see a 1099 here that you have from workers. You have what, 2 employees?
Yes.
Then I'm also seeing a tax return here. Based on this tax return, I have your earnings. It has gone down. It has gone down. I have you at about $3,700 now.
Yes, that's about
gross.
right. I make about $47,000 a year.
All right. So you say you pay $200 a month in health insurance?
For him, yes.
And this is for him only, full coverage for only him.
the courtroom holds its breath. The judge silently studies Mr. Wilson's tax return. His income has dropped sharply to just $47,000 a year. A 1099 form and a stack of receipts support his claim, painting a picture of a self-employed father under intense financial strain. But will the court believe him?
You say you pay $200 a month in health insurance?
For him, yes.
And this is for him only, full coverage for only him, not you and him.
Yeah, it's about, with both of us, it's about $450.
Okay, just want to make sure because you don't get any credit for yourself. It's only credit for health insurance for your son. You understand that, right?
Yes.
Okay, so based on that, I have your net and giving you credit for the $200 that you pay.
Tension rises in the courtroom as the judge hones in on a key detail. $200 for health insurance, the judge says. Is that just for your son, Manny, or does it include you as well? Mr. Wilson responds carefully. It's for Manny alone. But the stakes are high. The court gives no credit for coverage on himself.
Based on that, I have your net and giving you credit for the $200 that you pay in health insurance for your son. Comes out to about $2,834.23, which would bring your new child support amount to $566.85.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson, I do appreciate you being here today and being timely. Thank you. I didn't want you to think that just because Mrs. White decided not to show up today for court.
The judge delivers a bombshell. After reviewing Mr. Wilson's net income and applying a credit for his son's health insurance, the child support order is lowered to $566.85. It's a significant drop, and a moment of relief for the struggling father. A quiet buzz ripples through the courtroom as Mr. Wilson nods, visibly grateful for the judge's fairness, but a shadow still lingers.
I didn't want you to think that just because Mrs. White decided not to show up today for court, that the court could not move forward. Because in Texas courts, once you are served, you're on notice with a hearing, you have to appear. And if you do not appear, the other side who's bringing the case does still have the opportunity to ask the court for some sort of relief. So you're here today asking for your child support to be reduced. You submitted evidence to support your stance. She had the opportunity to be here.
The judge's voice booms across the courtroom. A Texas court waits for no one. Mrs. White's absence does nothing to stall the wheels of justice. Mr. Wilson's evidence remains on the record, unchallenged. His 1,099 forms and receipts stand firm, and his plea for reduced child support gains traction. The judge listens, weighing every detail,
asking for your child support to be reduced. You submitted evidence to support your stance. She had the opportunity to be here and contest whatever it was that you submitted in court, your 1099s, your tax return, even some of the receipts that you provided. But it was a missed opportunity for her because she decided not to come to court. So in the future, whenever you need to come back to court, maybe to change your order, life change or something like that, just make sure that you always send notice to that other person.
Mrs. White's absence was a fatal error. She could have challenged Mr. Wilson's evidence, his 1,099s, tax returns, and receipts, but she didn't show. Her silence became her surrender. Always send notice. Wilson's victory is real, but bittersweet. He stood alone,
whenever you need to come back to court, maybe to change your order, life change or something like that, just make sure that you always send notice to that other person because you are able to still receive some sort of relief, although they fail to show up. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is there anything further?
No.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're dismissed.
Mr. Wilson's fight pays off. The judge dismisses the case, granting him the relief he sought. But with a firm reminder, the court urges him to always provide proper notice for future hearings. Mrs. White's no-show cost her dearly. Her absence meant no challenge, no defense, and no voice in a decision that deeply affects both